I've finally got my hands on the new Pentax K-1, but to be honest, it's a lot chunkier than I thought it would be. The Pentax K-1, I'm sitting on it, has a floating mirror mechanism. As a consequence, it makes it thinner. And it's a very light camera, just 1 kilogram. And weather sealed, just like my ass. Ooh, grinding. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, let's do the review.
This thing is heavier than Canon or Nikon's full-frame offerings. It has clearly been scoffing all the ramens. It has an XXL ass.
If Pentax was a person, it would be the geek that tries a little bit too hard to be cool. It would be like a geek that tries to wear his trousers way too low. I don't see anything wrong with that. They've done colourful cameras, they've done cameras with lots of lights on it everywhere, like some kind of deep sea fish. And then the cameras like the K-1, which is unique, but not in a good way. Unique in the same kind of way as Donald Trump's hair, if that is his real hair.
Rumour has it that it's a wig made out of hair from dead babies. Compared to a lot of their recent offerings, this is ever so un-Pentax-like. There aren't loads of blue LEDs everywhere. Well, it has one. And yes, there are LEDs to light up your lens changes in the dark. When you start using the camera, everything is unmistakably Pentax. The great thing about Pentax is the level of customization. Some of it useful, some more of an acquired taste.
And ooh, look at this! You can change the font size on this!
The 4 directional buttons don't really give the most ideal options as standard, and the customization options it offers aren't exactly great either. But there are some cool features that actually have a practical value.
Well, you've got this 3.2-inch flex tilt screen which does this apparently. Don't know why you'd want to do it, but you can do it. And the benefit is that you can flex and tilt it in loads of directions, so you can shoot portrait, gangster style shooting, low down, high up portrait style, as well as landscape. Ooh. But then you've got a really good viewfinder. It's a 100% accuracy viewfinder. 100% accuracy, 0.7 times magnification, which is enough. It's more than enough, it's massive. Because you can customize it. In fact, there's just loads of customization options for this. I mean, Pentax do give you value for money. Oh, okay, lovely. It's got a screen that you can lift the camera up with. Fantastic. But one annoying thing is that when you put your eye to the viewfinder, there's no sensor to switch off the screen. So when you're looking through the viewfinder, you can still see the screen at the bottom of your eye, which is incredibly annoying. You can always tell what kind of photographer somebody is by what they carry in their bag. Masking tape, duct tape. That's for kidnapping. It's changed lens. Perhaps the only lenses a Pentax user ever needs. It's the limited lenses. Oh. Oh my. That is naughty.
This full-frame Pentax is a camera that I've been lusting after for so long, to be able to use it with those gorgeous limited lenses. This is some of my favourite glass ever. But as excited as I am to use it, I'm equally jovial about the bit after taking photos.
And the great thing is, compared to other cameras that I review that are new, this one shoots DNG more, which is bloody easy to process. I mean, I don't have to wait for any software or shit like that. Now I just know that this dial is going to get too fiddly eventually, because you're using this dial, so you can use this other dial. That makes sense. And I've just changed a load of settings there. Shake reduction off. And yes, it's got shake reduction too.
It's kind of hard to explain the logic of some of the features that Pentax put in the cameras and the way it's implemented.
Okay.
But the easy way to summarise is it's made for Aspergers by Aspergers. But that's okay because this camera is the perfect tool to help with your obsession of photographing rocks.
That is sexy time.
Got to love that shutter sound.
That's a lovely landscape picture, isn't it? Lovely, beautiful cliffs, sea, sand, and 3 chavvy girls probably getting high. Don't know.
So, anyway, that weather sealing test, that is an accident.
Yeah, it's weather sealed.
There we go, it is weather sealed, even when the seal's not completely sealed.
And it's got 36 megapixels, which is really quite enough for most people. Shit! Oh no, the seawater! The salty liquid stuff is damaging my life again. You know, apart from those... Oh no! You know, rainproof boots aren't good when the water's inside the boots. That is not a good feeling.
Before we carry on, I must add that the following segment of video has a Greg rating of 10 stars.
That's like a wet willy, but inside my boots. Oh mate, fuck off sea. Fuck off sea a minute. Yeah, fuck right off. Let's get this shot and then fuck right off. Fuck me! Top tip for people getting into landscape photography, don't bother. That is sexy time. Oh, bloody hell, it's on crop. So it's on HDR mode as well. I don't want that. So he told you it was confusing, I didn't even realise it was on HDR mode. Ugh, get off.
With that megapixel count, you could say it has a fair few pixels going on, bringing it to the same level as the Nikon D810, and well, nowhere near the Canon 5 DSLR, but it's a bit cheaper than the Nikon and a lot cheaper than the Canon.
Oh, I love this. Lovely, beautiful landscape. Couple bottles there. Lovely.
The cheaper price means you should expect less in some respects. It has a slower burst rate and less AF points, but has some stuff that the others don't.
You've got all this bog standard stuff, digital filters, boring, HDR, boring, but you've got pixel shift resolution. It says high resolution, but what it actually does, the aim is to get accurate RGB.
Geeky explanation, boring. Simple explanation. It takes 4 nice colour shots and combines it into one really nice colourful shot. It appears to be high resolution because our eyes are rubbish and can't tell the difference between actual high resolution and a nice colourful shot.
What is effectively better detail? Improved micro contrast, which is good for landscape stuff. But you know, sometimes in landscapes, you have beautiful picture, but you've got like a beer can somewhere. And that's what we've been given. We haven't been given a beer can, but it's almost the same girth as one. We're going to put this somewhere in the frame, and we can see how much detail that depicts this in. I've been told this is the bloody producers. Yeah, that's definitely been somewhere. Okay, let's just place it over there. Fire in the hole! Probably not the best term to use. This is kind of like Where's Wally, but it's Where's Willy?
Okay, so it has to take 4 shots to get super duper high resolution or whatever they want to call it. It's not going to be ideal for all kinds of subjects, of course. How does Pentax's super duper high resolution compare to actual high resolution?
I mean, if we just compared that to Sony A7R II.
If you think you're going to get high resolution image, then you'll be disappointed. It's still a 36 megapixel image. Even more disappointing, it doesn't look sharper than the Sony A7R II's image. But if we don't pixel perv about sharpness, I think I prefer the look of the Pentax image, the tonal range. the colour reproduction is better by far.
I mean, if there's motion within those 4 shots, it does have the ability to correct that. That's 4 shots. What happens when there's somebody moving? All right, that looks like some kind of witchcraftery. Okay, well, they've found the goodies. That's, you know, I don't think they see one of those around here that often. They're thinking of whether to take it home, aren't they? I don't think I'll get any more useful shots here.
With the sun going down and the camera going back tomorrow, it seems like it's time to pack up and go home. But I fancy staying out just a bit longer, just so I can mess about with the K1 for a bit more.
Autofocus points are all in the centre, which is not exactly useful.
Autofocusing is brisk enough with good accuracy, sensitive down to -3 EV. It's pretty good at focusing in low light, but that isn't really a highlight of the camera. The points are all condensed into the centre portion, making it not all that useful. Low light stuff, ISO 3200, 6400 up to ISO 12800 is as clean as an OCD person's bed sheets. Bump it up from there and you're just bumping up the cruddy colour crap in your images.
There is something very likeable about this Pentax. It is quirky. It is slightly nerdy, with all these buttons and all these customization features. But it's the geek, with slightly sweaty BO, poor taste in clothes, a bit too serious sometimes, but for some reason you just want to hang out with them on the weekends and have a good time with them.
For stills, I've got a lot of love for this camera. For video, I don't know why they bother.
The video feature is far from the best feature of this camera.
The video mode is so far behind. The shake reduction doesn't offer any advantage, and the video quality is pants. The best thing about this camera is that it's a full-frame Pentax. It offers long-time Pentax users what they've had wet dreams about for years, and new DSLR users with money to burn on a full-frame camera another option. It's not going to be the best spec option available, but a solid option nonetheless, at a favourable price point. Having said that, a lot of people will probably end up plumping for the more obvious options, which I can kind of understand. But why follow the herd when people tend to take photos alone?